Okay, I got these 3, 6, 9, 11 containers. I've given them all a preliminary rinse with a hose, and this is how much water I used right there. That's all. That's how much water I needed to rinse a preliminary rinse of 11 5-gallon or 20-liter containers. And this water, black water, will go into the compost bin there. I'll just pour it around in there. So you're not using a ton of water to clean these receptacles. You don't want to drown this compost bin, even though it can take a lot of water. I've seen people just way overdo it with the amount of water they're using for cleaning. Everything's been washed. I use dish soap here. Just a couple of drops is all it takes in one of these. This is the total amount of wash water I used for all these containers. 11 containers. Pour some water in, scrub it out with something like this. This is nice because it rotates, so you can get the bottom and then you can get the sides, and the end is replaceable. So that's it. I got that much water now to clean with soap 11 receptacles. That'll go into the bin, and then I'll do a final light rinse of everything. I hosed off the lids too. A little bit of sawdust in the bottom of these, about a shovel full, or not a big shovel full, but enough to cover the bottom. That's what you do. And then I'll put the lids on them. When all the lids are on, I'll hose them off just to get the loose sawdust off. They go back inside. A couple months from now, I'll repeat the process. To go back to the bin here, I've leveled off the contents. I put the straw on. This was a full bale, that's what I have left. About a third, almost a half. So for 11 containers, I used a little more than half a bale of straw. So that can give you an idea of how much straw you would need if you extrapolate that out over a number of users in a period of time. After you put the straw on, you want to pack it down. Snug it down real good. That helps with its intended purpose, which is to keep out flies and keep in odors. And then there you go, it's done. It'll shrink down. The final step, put the thermometer back in. Just shove it down in the middle. Keep one in there all the time. Right down into the cover material, like so. That gives you an idea of what's going on in the pile. Right now this pile is about 100, it's up around 110 because of the 15 gallons of beer I dumped in it. This top dressing of toilet material will probably raise it up higher into the roughly 120 range. Now just so you know, this pile back here, that's a bin that I emptied out last year, and I just haven't bothered to use it for anything yet. I'll use it in the flower beds here. Why do we have compost toilets at this business? Well, for two reasons. One, we want to recycle as opposed to make sewage. There's no sewage here. That's the end result right there. No sewage, no waste. But also this land here was all strip mined in the 70s, and there's no topsoil left. That was before reclamation laws forced the topsoil to be replaced. Now they do that, but back then they didn't, and so the lack of topsoil here gives me a really good reason to make compost. So that's about it. Watch the rest of my videos, humanorhandbook.com, and read my 4th edition of the Human Ore Handbook.